Hey, welcome back to Nick Vic Locks. Tonight, be going after one of the challenge locks that Lock Junkie had sent me the other day. This one is FURST fitting by Lockpicking Paul. Tag there. So, messed around with it yesterday a little bit and got home from work and decided to go at it again. So we will get this thing picked open. Now, I was having some trouble with it at first. And whenever I'm having trouble with a lock or need to slow down and actually pay attention to what I'm doing, what I find helps me is I drop down to a 15,000th pick. And that was what I did for this one. So I have a 15,000th Jimmy Long. I call this the Schmedium. Let's look here and see the other profiles. So short hook, steep hook, and then I guess deep hook, really steep hook. But it's the one that goes here in between them. So all the picks in this case that I have are all 15,000th or 16,000th. All here. So we've got the Jimmy Longs. So, SS Devs, some Bare Bones. That's Bare Bones too. And then the 0 Day Gear Ace picks that are over here as well. Just the picks. I don't have the rakes from any of the sets in here. So, but between the SS Devs, the Bare Bones, brain's going blank because you get a Gym Hook, this flat-ish shallow hook, and then the offset hybrid. So all my 15,000ths are here. But I find that dropping down to the thinner picks helps me to focus on what I'm doing and not trying to force anything or get things in. So come in, I hit one and kind of went into a little bit of a false set. Click on 2, go back to 3, 4, little counter rotation on. Back 5. There we go. Back one. And just taking my time and being slow with it tend to help the most. Let's see what that is. And then with the 15,000th pick as well, because they're thinner, you're going to be more cognizant of what you're doing. You don't want to bend or destroy your pick, warp it. So you tend to be a little more deliberate and careful with your pressure and moving. Get one. There we go. And I sent Paul a picture of it when I had opened it up the first time earlier today. And he said that what I had told him, the feedback and things were that I was feeling will make a lot more sense once we gut it. So kind of excited to see what that is, because as you can tell, it wants to drop in and out of a false set. And then when I was finally able to get it open, it just kind of opened. I love the Jimmy Long picks, but sometimes where, especially on the 15,000th ones, they're taller back here than they are compared to the other ones. And he does that because it'll offset the lack of strength, if you want to call it that, with it being a thinner pick. So because it's taller or wider, you have better strength in that direction. But because of that, some keyways, it makes it a little harder to get the pick in there and on the pins, as well as potentially bumping into your tensioner there at the top. Where are we at? I don't think it's pin 1 there. Pin 2 feels good. 3. Getting some clicks out of it. Could be my pick just sliding though. 4. There's that 3. There we go. I'm not sure what's holding me up now. One. Two feels alright. 3. 4. There it is. Just had to find the one to tap. All right. Now let's get this thing gutted. Well, there we go. And good piece of advice, if you can get yourself a pair of sear clip pliers, these are awesome. Oh, no, there. All right, go back in there. There's the key for anyone interested. So that's neat. That makes little sense. So you would look at it and think that pin 2 doesn't need to be touched at all, but if you look at the core, it does still need to be lifted. So, let's see, 1. Okay. And 6. All right. So just that around. That around. All right. There. All right. I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. So pin 1, we have a steel anti-drill. 2, brass standard with the little spool on top. Anti-drill in 3, brass standard in 4. Standard, is that tapered? Yeah, that's a tapered steel pin in 5 and standard brass in 6. Yeah, So that's so. Get that to focus. There you go. Yeah, you can see that taper there on 5. And then there's this spool that's sitting here on top of 2. And on the core, I'm gonna go here, threading in 5, and some substantial milling here on 2 and 4. Which makes sense. This makes a lot of sense now as to that in and out of a false set. Alright, zoom out a little bit. And let's take a look at these drivers. Alright. So 1. That looks like a key pin from an HPC log. That's a little sharper on the end, but that's basically, if you pick HPC, this is what your key pins will look like. Okay. Get that spring out. 2 is a standard anti-drill. That spring's down in there, not gonna worry about it. 3 will be a pain to put back into this lock. Show this here. This cone with a serration there at the top. Something like that. Word's name is that? Okay, so that's yep. That pin wants to stick up, or that spring does, so we'll go ahead and pull that spring out. It's like an asymmetrical spool. Turn it up a bit more. There you go. You can see that a little bit better. That's in 4, which also had that milling there, so these make sense now. Okay. Okay. Five. There you go. It's a spooled T-pin. And 6. That is a steel. Is that steel? I think it's steel. Spool pin. Really, really nice thin spool there at the waist. So, yep, that's all of them. Doesn't appear that there were any mods to the Bible. Where did the key go? There's the key. If I flip it around like a... Yeah. Get a little better zoom in here. But this was FURST by Lockpicking Paul. Yeah. So with the milling here on 2 and 4 combined with that asymmetrical spool, what you would think was a 0 left still needing to be moved. This pain of a tapered pin, this spooled T-pin, and this HPC driver. That explains a lot. But that was a fun pick. That's a very good lock. So we'll get this passed on to somebody. If Lockpicking Hippie hasn't picked it yet, I'll probably send this one over to him. Let him have a go. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll pick some more locks and learn more about some other dimples here before long, as well as looking into multi-lock and Medico. So be on the lookout for that. If nobody told you, always remember that you matter, you're important. I'm glad you're here. Y'all have a good night.